Yeah. And what we say, New York City.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy BattleTech back with another video. And just real quick, I just want to talk to you guys about DLC and what I think about DLC and pretty much how it should be handled. Just to give you guys some history about myself, you know, I'm pretty old. I've been gaming for a long time, and you know, in the 90s, I was predominantly a PC player. Despite having all the consoles, but you know, I preferred PC. And one of the great things about PC was expansion packs. You know, you would go buy you know, the base game, like for instance Half-Life. Play Half-Life, enjoy the hell out of it, play it online for months and months and months, and right as the game is about to get stale, boom, here's I think they were like 30-40 bucks back in the day. No, yeah, they're about 30 or 40 bucks for expansion packs, and they gave you like single player content, multiplayer content. They gave you maps in some instances. Another example, Command and Conquer Red Alert, which is another game that me and my friends played a whole lot of. We had expansion packs well after the release. We had two actually that we played a lot, of Counter-Strike for Red Alert and
Good shooting. Thanks a lot.
Aftermath. That's what it was called, Red Alert Aftermath. And those games were great. Now that's where I'll come from. You know, the land of, or I should say the time of free updates. I mean, I remember playing games back in the day, and there would be a free update, and that update would include, you know, bugs and different type of fixes like that, but it would also include new multiplayer maps. It would include single player content from time to time, new weapons or whatever it was. All of these things used to be included for free, and that used to be the shit, man. I miss those days so bad. But you know, everything now isn't all bad. I think my biggest issue with DLC is day one DLC, pre-ordered DLC, platform specific DLC, vendor specific DLC. Like, all of that shit is just, it's terrible. Season passes, all of that shit is absolutely terrible. I just feel like if they announce a game, let's say there's a game called Extra Large Pizza. Pre-order Extra Large Pizza today from GameStop and get pepperoni. And then other places, pre-order from Best Buy and get sausage. Be like, what the fuck? Be like, okay, no, I got it on PC. Oh, you get breadsticks, my dude. Be like, breadsticks? What the fuck? Like, this shit is terrible. Why doesn't a fucking pizza have sausage, pepperoni, and breadsticks already from the jump? Why do I have to buy all of these things extra? Which leads into my next point. I kind of feel like when these companies announce DLC at the same time that they announce a game, or they announce DLC before the game is even released, I think that turns people off. I know it turns me straight the fuck off. I cannot stand when they do that shit, because it's almost like, all right, if you guys already have these things, you already have this content, why don't you just include it in the initial product and then build upon that? But I just feel like they're just being greedy, and they want to try to squeeze every cent they can out of gamers, and I'm just not having it. That's part of the reason why I passed on a couple of games. You know, they got me no, they didn't. You know, with Evolve, that was like that was like $110 game if you wanted to experience the entire package. Now, in their defense, they did give up a lot of free DLC, like the extra monsters and shit like that, but there was entirely too much paid DLC before the game before we even knew if the game was good or not. There's already $60 worth of DLC. Same thing with Star Wars Battlefront. I have yet to pick that game up, and you know, it was okay. You know, you know, still, you know, don't know really how I feel about third person and multiplayer shit like that. But I'm coming around thanks to Uncharted 4 multiplayer beta. But man, it just drives me nuts, man. And when they announce DLC before the game comes out, they alienate people, they turn them off, and most importantly, you fragment the shit out of your product. I mean, think about it. How many of you out there went out and bought a copy of Battlefield 4 and did not buy the season pass? Now, if you try to play Battlefield 4, you'll be hard pressed to find a fucking match because everybody's playing on all the other DLC shit. And that's cool, but like I say, I would rather prefer if they didn't say anything about DLC and pull like an Apple move. You know how Apple, it's coming, but they'll say, hey, here's the new iPad, blah blah blah. Pre-order start this Friday, and they come out at the end of the month. Be like, oh shit, that's soon, so I don't have to wait that long for it. That's how they should do with DLC. Don't talk about it. Consumers, we already know DLC is coming, so just work on getting us the game, presenting us the game, putting that shit out, get it in our hands, work out all the bugs. And all of that DLC that you might have had since day one, don't tell us about it. Don't tell us about it. Come out with that shit. Say, hell, we're coming out with, we're going back to the pizza analogy. Next week, breadsticks will be available for $2.99. And you'd be like, oh shit, what? I was just about done with that game, but now they added breadsticks. I think I might fuck with it. That's how I see it. I may be wrong, but it's just very annoying. I cannot stand it. Like, we had a discussion today about Street Fighter V's DLC for the story mode, and when I saw the headline, I was like, oh hell no, this is getting out of hand. So they're gonna ship us a Street Fighter 2 where it's just versus and online, which it wouldn't been that bad, but traditionally Street Fighters have always had an arcade story mode. And, upon reading the rest of the article, I saw that, they're still going to have the arcade story mode. It's just that they're going to expand upon the single player story aspect of the game and have all of this animated footage. So it's going to be like an anime Street Fighter 5 movie, which is going to be pretty cool, and it's going to be free. So, kudos to them for that. They could have squeezed us for another $15 or something like that just to get story mode, but they knew that a lot of people were going to be like, hey man, I'm buying Street Fighter to fight people, and I don't want a fucking story. If I want a story, I play some RPG or something like that. But it is what it is, man. Let me know what you guys think. Are you tired of all of this DLC, day one, pre-order, blah blah bullshit, man? Because I know I am. And like I said, man, I would prefer it if they don't say shit about it and just come out with it. What do you guys think? Sound off in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. As always, if you guys like the video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. If you don't like it, go ahead and thumbs it down. Don't make me one bit of difference. But at any rate, man, as always, I appreciate y'all checking out my videos. And remember, less trolling, more gaming. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.